Heat 2. Time for BriSCA Formula 2 Heat 3, a swift turnaround of cars here at the Buxton High Edge Raceway.
Danger calls, it intoxicates. Beyond the walls, real excitement waits. Adrenaline rush, dance along the ledge. Forbidden touch, kiss the razor's edge. Limits fade, fear into delight. Wicked blade, shining in the light. Rip the sky.
And they're anticipating the green quite correctly, and it's 35. Wayne Murray who leads them through from his white top start. He screams at the car, down the home straight he goes. It's 182, Andrew Eastley who's in second. He throws that P-Dole car recklessly round the pit turn he goes. And it's the white top seekers to get away as soon as they can. It's 135, Jamie Henderson who's leading the yellow top charge with 239, Jeff Coleman right behind him. 722, Paul Broach is quite eager to put that bumper in on 875. Through the top turn they go, and Ian King's trying to make good his start, and he seeks his way through past Paul Broach, and it's all hammers and tongs through the pit turn. Having a superb weekend. It's number 35, Wayne Murray, who's making good his start after winning the consolation last night at Crewe. He's leading them through this time in BriSCA Formula 2 Heat 3. 804, Ian King puts the bumper in very hard on 722, Paul Broach. Broachy tries to shut the door hard on him, but King's seen the daylight. Through the gap he goes, and he leads the red tops through the top turn. It's 35 coming down from 182 in second place. 151, Tony Lampard is leading through the blue top charge, and he's lying currently in fourth spot with 804 quite quickly trying to close down the distance between himself and the 151 car. 187, Andy Rawlinson eager to try and get past 804 Ian King. Through the top turn, the red tops are speeding through. Still, it's 35 Wayne Murray who has the advantage over 182 Andy Eastley. 582 John R. Martin is succumbing to the pressure of 804 Ian King, and 187 Andy Rawlinson. Rawlinson and King, both in HCD specials, are speeding through, keeping the advantage over 722 Paul Broach, who put a very good, vicious account of himself in at the Crewe Raceway last night. He's also under pressure from 686 Gary Hooper. Through the pit turn they go. And it's 187 Andy Rawlinson who seems to have got the inside line on 804 Ian King. Ian King has to give way through the top turn. And it's 187 Andy Rawlinson who's improved his position. And he's just going to avoid this one as 741 spins out down the home straight. He's managed to avoid that. And he's now closing down the distance between himself and 35 Wayne Murray. It's 187 Andy Rawlinson who's in second place, but it seems to be not for much longer. He's going to close down the distance between himself and 35 Wayne Murray in just a lap or so. It's 804 Ian King going to get past as well. 187 had a look there through the pit turn. 35 Wayne Murray trying to hold him out, but it's not going to last long, and 187 takes the lead. 804 Ian King has got that second spot, and 722 Paul Broach is looking for third. Here come the leaders down the home straight. 187 from 804. 722, then comes 686 Gary Hooper, as 35 Wayne Murray has to give way once again to the flying red tops. Question of speed in this particular event, and it's Rawlinson in his HCD car from King in his HCD car. Then comes Broach in a smartly presented machine. Quite a turn of events for that particular driver from the northeast of England. He's got to try and tackle 686 Gary Hooper, who's right in his wing mirrors. 35 Wayne Murray still putting a good account of himself, and he's lying in fifth spot at the moment. Up to six goes 875 Ian Moss as he passes 182 Andy Eastley, but they're over half a lap in arrears of the leaders, and it's 187 Andy Rawlinson making good the advantage over 804 Ian King. Then comes 722 Paul Broach, and it's 686 Gary Hooper who manages to get him past the back marker of 53350. He has to come off now. That's John Kirk out of the race. 35 Wayne Murray still in that fifth spot. He goes through the pit turn as 875 Ian Moss is trying to close down the gap between himself and the leaders ahead of him. The battle is going to be on for the second and third place spots now, as Rawlinson seems to have got his lead. He's going to be favoured for this race as it's only just 2 laps to go this time. There goes screaming down the back straight again, and it's 8:04 in a lonely second place. Then comes Brochi in third. In fourth is 686 Gary Hooper, and in fifth still is 35 Wayne Murray. 84 Ian King, laps 137 Steve Riley. Through the pit turn they go, 35 at 875. They're battling away for fifth spot now, and it's the white top trying to hold out the blue down the back straight. Ian Moss is looking for the gap this time through the top turn. But it's just going to be one to go next time round for the leaders. Stanford, Keith, is having a poor race of it this time, struggling in his Scottish car. He's a long way down in this event. Here comes the leader through the pit turn. 187, Andy Rawlinson just has the length of the back straight to go. He's got good enough an advantage not to have any trouble from 804 Ian King in second place. Coming home third, it will be 722 Paul Broach. And in fourth was 686 Gary Hooper. Will 35 Wayne Murray's the last bend to get fifth. 875's trying to put the bumper in, but it's too late, and it's the white top who gets a very good fifth place. In sixth was 875 Ian Moss. In seventh was 151 Tony Lampard. Coming home eighth was 182 Andy Eastley. In ninth was 655 Gary Newton. And coming home a disappointing 10th was 33 Keith Stanford.